All action, coolest faction. Gangs in New York 2002. Yeah, we're going with the Dead Rabbits. I want to be with the faction of the Dead Rabbits because they just know how to secure a victory whenever possible. Gotta go with the Dead Rabbits all the way. It's Gangs in New York, a classic here, of course, you want to call it that. Martin Scorsese direct, and it's just a great film. This faction, you know, to start the factions with New York, gotta go with the Dead Rabbits. I'm on their side all the way to DiCaprio, but I'm telling you, the first Dead Rabbits band, the gang, with Liam Neeson, he leads them, this Irish band. It's just so good. I want to be with them right in the beginning. They're the crew for me, the faction I want to hang with. Reservoir Dogs, 1992. There's all action here with this faction. You know, you got Mr. Pink, Mr. Blue, Mr. Blonde, and you know, you don't want to deal with Mr. Blonde, I'll tell you that. This is a crazy ass movie, but the Reservoir Dogs are a good little faction. They know how to get some money. They try to get away with it. They do the best they can. Check out this film for a faction. The Outsiders, 1983. The Curtis brothers here take a lot of people under their wings, friends, but especially their family, of course, taking care of their brothers after their parents die. And this faction is really the outside. I'm looking out the outside here. You know, they're on the outside as the Outsiders, this faction. They're the greasers, if you want to call it back then, versus the preps. And, you know, when you have something like that, a dynamic, this faction versus that faction, it's just going to go haywire, and it does it for the Outsiders. True Lies, 1994. Yeah, this is an FBI splinter faction. It's Omega Sector here, made-up faction, basically counterterrorism, which I love, because Mr. Tasker here uses his, you know, his job, perks, so to speak, to spy on his wife that's cheating on him. So I would love to be a part of this faction. It's all action when you get to this, though, into this kind of faction. Non-stop, your life's going to be just as hairy. Warcraft, 2016. This started the faction for me. This is the first time I've really known about faction, alliance versus horde here in Warcraft. If you come from the video game, you come to this movie, you know it. It's all action with every faction. It's alliance versus horde, bad versus evil. Who's going to take home who's going to take home the world, basically, in Warcraft? Check out the movie. It's full of action, and there's, you know, I'm on the side of the faction of the alliance. All action, coolest faction.